Dear students, today we will discuss holography and its applications. Holography is basically a new type of photography. So we will discuss in this lecture holography in detail and its applications, advantages and disadvantages. First of all, what is holography? So holography is a word derived from Greek word whole right. That is, we can collect the information of the image or object as a whole. So it is a science of producing holograms. That is, holography is a science of producing holograms. It is an advanced form of photography that allows an image to be recorded in three-dimensional. So holography is a method of producing a visual three-dimensional image of an object by means of light wave patterns recorded on the photographic plate. So it is called three-dimensional photography. The three dimensions are height, width, and depth. It is also known as lensless photography because in this case, no lens is used to take the photograph. It produces lifelike images, means just like as real image. So Dennis Geber is known as the father of holography and holographic techniques. So he received Nobel Prize in 1971 on discovery of this holography. Now what is hologram? So hologram is nothing. It is an image of any object in three-dimensional. So three-dimensional image is called hologram. So a photograph of an interference pattern which when suitably illuminated by laser light produces three-dimensional image. So this is three-dimensional image of an object. So it can be seen when laser light falls on it. The property of these hologram. So properties. Number one, if you look at these holograms from different angles, you see this object from this side, this side, this side, from all angles. You see objects from different perspectives, just like you would if you were looking at the real object. So you feel this image just like as you are seeing the real object. It shows divisible property. That is, if you cut one in one half, then each half contains whole views of the entire holographic image. So by cutting this hologram into number of pieces, you can see the whole image or whole views of the image or object. Now this is the comparison of photography and holography. So photography is two-dimensional recording process. It is three-dimensional recording process. In this case, ordinary light can be used, but in holography, only laser light can be used. Photography requires lens system, means lenses are required to take the photograph. But to take the holograph, no lens is required. So it is called lensless system. So image formed by the photographic has poor resolution, but the image produced by the holograph is very high resolution image. How to create hologram? To create hologram means three-dimensional image of an object. So to create a hologram, laser beam is required. So first of all, that laser beam is split in two beams, first and second. That is a reference beam and second one object beam. So what is reference beam? It is that beam, that part of the laser light that stays undisturbed. But the object beam is that beam, that part of beam which strike the object and then bounces onto the plate. So we will discuss these two beams in the next slide. Now the working of holography is divided into two phases. That is recording and reconstruction. So these are two phases of working. So we'll discuss these processes in detail. So this is one first, that is recording of hologram. So in recording, there is a coherent beam of light, that is laser light. When this light falls on it, so it is beam splitter. It's just like a glass plate which is placed at an angle of 45 degree. So when laser light falls on it, then some part is transmitted and some is reflected, because it is a property of the glass which is placed at 45 degree angle. You can get two beams. The first beam is illumination beam, because it is used to illuminate the object, and second one is called, which strike on this mirror, and this is called a reference beam. So we have split this laser light into two parts. First one illumination beam and second one a reference beam. So then this beam strike on the object. So after bounce back on striking with the object, it bounce back and it will move towards this side. This is called object beam, which I have already discussed. And this one is reference beam, which is undisturbed. It not strike with any object. Simple. So both beams will meet at this plate, and this is called photographic plate. And image, three-dimensional image or hologram is produced on this plate. So this is a recording of hologram. The second part is reconstruction. The image found by the hologram, that is first part, recording. So when the hologram is later, so that image is later illuminated with the coherent light of the same frequency that created it. This one is important, because the light, it should be same for reconstruction. So the frequency of the light used in reconstruction is same as the light used in recording. So when same light is fall on it, then three-dimensional image of the subject appear. So we can see again same object from all sides. So this is three-dimensional object image of that object. Means this is image, virtual image, that is 3D image, and this one is object. So this one object, and it is the corresponding image of that object. So this part is called reconstruction. That is same beam of light fall on it, and on this plate, photographic plate, when it fall, then a reconstructed wavefronts. So we can view from this side the same image. So this image is same as that of object. So it's seen as a real object or real image of the real object. It is same as the real. Next one, the applications of holography. So holography is used, that is modern photography. We can say holography as modern photography or three-dimensional photography. So it has wide applications. That is first one, optical computers, biomedical applications, compact discs means CDs, grocery stores, holographic interferometry, holographic scanners, and holo stores. So these are some photographs. That is optical computer. This is a computer. It is using holograms in this computer. That is, we use hologram as circuit elements, which are parallel processing is made possible, because when a hologram is addressed, all the information comes out simultaneously. So we can obtain the simultaneous information from this computer at the same time. Second, biomedical applications. Holography is actively pursued in US and Europe. So this technique is used in biomedical applications by US and Europe. Holograms are made inside live organs through optical fibers, providing more details than any previous alternative techniques. So we can find the more details about the organs inside the body. Next, CDs, that is compact disc. So CDs are used, which are using holograms to handle the light. Next, grocery stores. This is grocery store. Here the scanner, this scanner means hologram, is used for spinning. This hologram is spinning holograms. It is moving around a circle. And holographic interferometry, this one. So it is used in numerous laboratories for non-destructive testings. it visually reveals the structure faults without damaging the specimen. Next, holographic scanners. These are scanners you have seen in the various check counters of the various stores. Next one, HoloStore is a holographic computer memory system being manufactured to replace your disk drive. This one, and it will have 1000 times more memory capacity and no mechanical movement. So without mechanical movement, it has a it can collect the more information and store it. Next, video gaming living room. So this is video game. When you watch this game, 3D game, you feel that it is a real game. And it is also using in teaching and education. So while teaching, the teacher can use these holography to share the information of the organs or any just other image which are 3Ds. We can discuss, we can use this holography to teach the students. So these are the advantages. So what are advantages? It is cost effective, means low cost, higher storage capacity. It can store up to very high power. Increased visibility of objects, or enables the achievement of multiple images on a single plate, which gives 3D image. And it has ability to combine with other technologies. So this technique, holography, is compatible with the other technologies also. But there are some disadvantages also. That is, it provides static image, not dynamic. Static means at rest. It don't produce image of complex movement. If the movements in the objects are complex, it cannot produce the image of those objects. It requires complicated, precise machinery to produce or view an image. And the reference illumination beams are collinear. So you have seen in the diagram, previous diagram, the reference illumination is parallel beam or collinear beams. So these are the conclusions. Holographic technology has endless applications as far as the human mind can imagine. Second one, holographic technologies are not just about art or business communication. They are about safety, security, education, planning, and the strength of our civilization here and beyond it. So for holographic technology, this technology will become a very integral part of human societies and civilizations in future also. So this is all about holographic. Thank you very much.